Hi everybody. It's not just the nuclear waste from Fukushima and the fuel rods that we need to worry about. They're using nuclear energy all over the world. And what is happening is they have this waste that they need to get rid of. Now it's been revealed that the UK government's has a radical plan to actually burn up the UK's mountain of plutonium. So they store this up in these big barrels. What are they going to store it up for forever? They're just going to keep accumulating it over and over and over time? And yet they blame the problem of the environmental problems they've been blaming on human beings. Well, if we'd stop using nuclear energy, that would be one solution, wouldn't it? And yet, they don't want to stop using it. They want to keep making more and more of these plants and accumulating more and more of this waste that they can't really dispose of, and they're just storing it up in barrels. It's utterly ridiculous. Now, the radioactive plume is apparently coming to Canada, and a Canadian scientist has, it's a professor, okay, a professor, scientist, professor, and he's spoken out on mainstream media, and of course he's from UVic, or the University of Victoria, and he's thinking that maybe it's a good idea to start testing to make some measurements. The reason, though, is ridiculous. Number one, so we can learn about the oceans and how they're operating, and number two, to put the risks in perspective. And he thinks that the public's perceived risk, especially when it comes to radioactivity in the environment, is sometimes way out of line than what the actual risks are. So the CBC, the mainstream media, is making it sound as though there's no problem with the radiation at all. And, they might want to do a little testing, for learning experience, etc. You go look at the Government of Canada environmental program with the United Nations and all they claim that they're doing, but they don't seem to think they need to test the air at all, or the water. Okay, they don't even mention Fukushima and the radiation coming. They really don't care if you live or die. And the sooner you realize that, the better. You are 100% on your own, whatever you eat, drink, or breathe. The chances of you getting killed by it are increasing day by day. So it's really buyer beware, eater beware, breather beware, drinker beware. And that's the message we have to tell everybody. Okay? Don't trust anything that's going into your body, like a vaccination, anything you're breathing. You should probably have a mask on all the time. Anything you're eating, if you're not preparing it, you can't trust it. If you haven't grown it, you can't trust it. Get your own testers. You can't trust the government to test anything. Purify your own water. It's seriously like that. You're going to have to take responsibility for whether or not you live or die. Seriously. And your children. Because you cannot trust the government at all. Period. So the more and more articles come out every day, it's all over the net. It's all over the place. Do not believe mainstream media. Do not believe you know, the talk at your workplace over coffee, and everybody's going, oh, those idiots are all worried about Fukushima and the radiation. Just eat what you want. Let's go out for sushi for lunch. And that's what they do. So, you know, it's really going to be like that. It's kind of like buyer beware, or now it's breather beware, drinker beware, eater beware. Okay? Vaccine beware. Like you have to be aware anything that you're doing, you just might be poisoning or killing yourself. And that's a fact. So, anyhow, thanks for watching, putting up with this video.